Guys, what's up? This is Dave, Mr. White LS1. Thanks for joining me today in the CarburetorSuck.com garage. So we're on our, I think we're on like our third or fourth week on this sucker, maybe the third. And I just want to recap a little bit. Doing the vintage air installation. The compressor's in there mocked up. Can just snug it down. Good to go. I went ahead and measured my lines. I got them crimped. I was trying to get a 90 that would come off of here and clear my PCM, and I could not find one, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just move my PCM, so that'll be a project for this weekend. The fan situation, as you'll recall, I had the first week ended up welding my brackets on here to this core support because I had the Blazer core support in here. Now I have the original K10 core support in here, but I had to weld my brackets for my fans. I'm going to go ahead and pull these fans off because this motor is bad, and I went ahead and ordered one, so that's here. Then on the inside, pull the dash apart, got the evap box all in there, so that's good to go. Got my shitty dash pad that had tweed on it and was like fiberglassed and was red. Now it's shitty but with plastico, and it's black, and so it'll look a little less shitty with my dash cover on it. I had this vent piece here, one of the vents was coming out, so I glued it up last weekend, so that's ready to roll. So I think first things first, I'm going to figure out where to mount my PCM. I ended up moving my PCM to the firewall, so you can see it just mounts. That moving, that other HVAC box, all that exterior stuff gave me enough room to mount that right there. And so that's kind of where I wanted it originally, and I'm digging it. So it was here before, and it was just kind of in the way. But you can see here I got the lines coming off for the heater. So going down there, goes through that valve there, and then I've got the lines going in there to the compressor. So, and then this one runs over. I got it tied up, and then that one down there. But anyways, that's tied up on the fender well. Put the new motor in my fan assembly. You can see the new guy right there. So today I made a trip out to the wrecking yard, and I picked me up a light bucket that I needed for this thing. I mean, this is worse than frickin' engines I'm taking apart. Anyway, so I'm cleaning this up now, some solvent. So a little more progress here. Got all of the hoses routed up in there. Got the new controller in there. And that one over there, it said to cut it a little short, so I might take a little bit off here and just tape it on and just extend that one a little bit. So I've been doing the wiring. I'm pushing it through now. So that's a little bit better. And then I'm just going to put the relay right there. And then wire it. I'm almost done, so not too much to go. As far as out here in the engine bay, I've decided not to use their circuit breaker because I have one already in my fuse box. So let me hang this up and show you what we got going on here. So this is the one that I'm going to use, and you can see it's wired in. It comes over there, and then we got these grounded to that ground bar I've got there. So it should get plenty of power. And then we got the compressor here coming off with our wire, and it comes over here, and so this is our feed from the inside, and then it hooks to our trinary switch, and so we have an in and out here. And then this right here, what'll happen is one of these will be grounded, and then the other one will run to the relay for the fan that's right here. So I just replaced this motor because the other one was bad, and so my PCM controls the other fan, in which it's pretty much just on all the time, but my PCM controls that. I was going to use the PCM to control that fan, but I'd rather just have it, because the other fan keeps the engine just cool so I'm not really sweating it. But I do want it to come on with the when I need it to cool it down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and wire that into the relay, this one here, and you can see it. That fan motor was bad, so it kind of burnt. I'm going to put a new end on this here and test it, make sure everything works. But basically it's the same as the PCM, because the PCM sends a ground signal to the relay, and this does the same thing. So it's just a ground signal. So ground one of these and run the other one right into the relay, and then we will be good to go. And then really, shit, I'm gonna loom everything, but we're almost done with wiring and everything. It's really simple. They do send you a nice circuit breaker. That's all, you know, if you gotta locate it close to your battery or whatnot. And since I had mine already in here and I wasn't using it for anything, you know, I just went ahead and I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff, hook it to the battery. Alright guys, hooked up the battery, and we got no white smoke yet. Get you in here a little bit. And let's blow. If you can see anything. Feels like I got pretty good air. It's gonna be nice when it's all cool. So that works out. So we're really just putting the dash stuff back together, hooking up the vents, and we should be rolling. So like I said, no white smoke, happy about that. And then on the front, so we switched core supports, put some new lights in there, these Sylvania, I don't know what they're called, the Silver Star deals. I heard that they were brighter, so we'll see. Eventually I'm going to put some HIDs in here. I think that'll be nice. Still got to hook up my 4x4 lights, but I'm going to hold off on those. I got to get some different plugs, connectors, and then I had to wire in these deals, so I will turn it on. Lights are pretty bright, and then see, we got things coming on and going here. Blinkers work. So really, I got to put all the hoses back on for the radiator and cooling system, and then I need to get a new belt. So I'm gonna probably go about 6 inches longer. Start with 6 inches longer than this and see where that puts me, and make sure that tensioner is like somewhere right in the middle. Other than that, oh yeah, I got the license plate cover off of that F body, so I'm gonna pull this off, cut my hole, and then do the deal for the probably flip up license plate, run that front mount stuff. So anyways, let me turn this stuff off. And if you'll recall, the lights, they're all ran through relays, so hopefully they'll be somewhat bright. I don't know what the performance is of these over the quad headlight setup, but anyhow. Anyways, but that's it. Thanks for rolling with me today, guys. I appreciate it. Next week we'll pretty much just wrap everything up, troubleshoot anything if there's any issues. I'm gonna get that hole cut for my front hitch, and we'll make sure all the fans are working like they're supposed to. And I forgot to mention, I got some tint coming from Amazon that maybe I mentioned earlier, but anyways, next week I'll also do the window tinting, and I'm gonna do 5% on the back and then 35 on the sides, and then I'm gonna do a 5% glare strip. So have some tint, have some AC, that ought to all work out. And then my buddy, I'll take it up to him, having me back and recharge it. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for rolling with me, and I will catch you guys next weekend.